Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Fantasy Matters podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Nicholson, and as always, I'm joined by my son, Mr. Brendan Nicholson.
We cover matchups of the week, who starts and who sits, games to watch, who's balling and who's falling, and a waiver wire. Welcome to Fantasy Matters.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Fantasy Matters Fantasy Football Podcast. This is Anthony and Brendan back at you. This week, we're going to be looking at Week 15's NFL games, trying to get those fantasy squads straight. Most leagues are in the playoffs, so we got to be on point tonight.
How are you doing?
I'm all right, man. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing in the playoffs? That's what I asked.
Well, I'm in the toilet bracket.
Oh.
You had a bye, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I got lucky and won a toilet bowl game, but at this point, my season's kind of over. So you carrying the family name at this point.
It's what I do.
All right, let's get started with news and notes. The Cowboys signed T.Y. Hilton.
My boy T.Y.
Yeah. So
My
what is
guy.
it? So what do you think that means for OBJ? They moved past that?
He ain't going to Dallas.
I think he messed himself up when he said he didn't want to play in the regular season, just wanted to play in the playoffs. I was like, I don't know if I would have went there.
I was like, well, there goes your chances of going to a team.
Plus that knee injury, I mean, he hurt it in January, and they said it takes like a year to heal. We'll talk about that a little bit later too, but it hadn't been a year, so I don't know. So I think they moved on. The Commanders activated Carson Wentz to be the backup to Taylor Heineke.
You're not activating me just to be a backup. You might as well just keep me on IR.
Yeah, so he's gonna be the backup for the rest of the season. His NFL career might be a backup for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Desmond Ritter's gonna start. Mariota's probably gonna go to IR because of his knee. It's crazy, man. Ritter, I don't know, man. He coming off the bye week. I usually that's what they do. Like during the bye week, they get him ready. The next week they start. But they're playing the Saints, man. That's a tough start for your first time out the gate, man. I don't know. But hopefully he does well. So Desmond Ritter's going to get his shot. Other news and notes, the Bengals wide receivers are hurting. Tyler Boyd's got a broken finger. T. Higgins got a hamstring. And both of them are going to miss time. So Jamar Chase going to have to do his thing.
Yeah, he got to carry.
Yeah, which he probably can do pretty easily. So we'll see how that goes. Tyron Smith, offensive tackle from Dallas, coming back against Jacksonville. That's huge for the Cowboys' run game.
Yeah.
They were about to make a move, but the only bad thing is they lost their right tackle, Terrence Steele. So
Two good things can't happen.
I know. But if you had both of them at the same time, that'd be strong. But yeah, hopefully Tyron Smith, because he's like a generational talent. Hopefully he can come back and make a difference. That should be pretty cool for their run game. Other news and notes, Russell Wilson's in concussion protocol. He had a big old knot on his head. Oh, man. He had no idea where he was. They was taking him off the field. But he's in the concussion protocol. Haven't really said if he's going to miss a game yet. Kenny Pickett, same thing. Took a big hit. He's in the concussion protocol. So Mitch Trubisky might get a second start. Probably 3 more picks. But, that's a whole different story.
That's fine.
The Dolphins had a rough game against the Chargers last week. Jeff Wilson's got a hip. Tyreek Hill got an ankle. Both of them are nicked up. And they got to go to Buffalo this week.
Good luck.
No doubt.
Have fun.
Both of them day to day.
All cold.
I know, right?
It could snow anytime.
Oh, this next one is rough, man. Kyler Murray. Oh, wow.
I had D-Hop, too.
Yeah. He still got his catches. I mean, Colt McCoy was still getting the ball, but it's just not the same. It's not as explosive of an athlete as at quarterback. But everybody knew when it happened Monday night, he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
That's a crazy injury, man, because like we talked about with Odell, it takes like a year for it to heal. He got hurt in week 14. So next year, he might not be back till late in the season, man. It looked like it looked like Kingsbury was about to cry last night, man, when he did that. But that's a tough one. Hopefully he comes back strong. And then a late one. Cole Beasley.
My boy Cole.
Came out of retirement.
My boy Cole Beasley.
Back with the Bills.
That's my guy.
So hey, they felt like maybe that's something they needed going into it. So those are the news and notes for Week 15. You want to start with the QBs?
Yeah, okay.
All right, let's start with the locks, the guys that you drafted to play no matter what. They got good matchups. They ready to roll this week. It starts with Jalen Hurts. And for those that don't know, Brendan's an Eagles fan. So let me ask you, man, because I asked you this about 2-3 weeks ago, and you turned into Herschel Walker. You didn't really answer the question.
That's talking about vampires.
And what you said made no sense. So I'm going to give you a second shot. Is he the league MVP? Give me a straight answer. Don't play.
All right. I'm gonna give you a straight answer after I ask this question.
All right.
Bias or no bias?
No bias.
I think Pat Mahomes will win it.
Really? Okay.
Because of passing stats.
Okay.
Most of the time when you think of quarterback, you think of distributing the ball.
Right.
Versus just running the ball too.
Uh-huh.
So I just feel like passing wise, he'll win it. But if it was my choice, he's of course.
Well, I know you're
of
Eagles
course.
fan. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Of course. So I'm gonna say Pat Mahomes is gonna win it.
To me, man, it's simple. The MVP is the best player on the best team. The Eagles have the best record. We'll probably end up with the best record. So in my book, Hurts is the MVP. Good. Easy money.
I like where your head is at.
No questions asked. But he's a lock. He's playing at Chicago. That should be good from a fantasy standpoint for him. The second one, you just talked about him, Pat Mahomes. He's playing Houston. We've been knocking Houston for pretty much all season, but for some reason they come up tough. Yeah, they played Dallas super tough, man. They played the Eagles tough too, so they'll probably play the Chiefs tough. So I think Mahomes, it doesn't matter. I mean, even if it's a close game, he's going to put his numbers up. So he's a lock. Josh Allen playing Miami at home, he's a lock. The weather's supposed to get rough in Buffalo, but I mean, he played college ball at Wyoming, so he should be used to the bad weather. How you feel about the Bills, man? I think a lot of people have been kind of shaky on their Super Bowl aspirations, so I don't know.
Whatever they got going on, they better get it right. I got Diggs. I don't know what you need to do. I know exactly what you need to do.
What's that?
Stop throwing to everybody else on that team and only give it to Diggs, okay? Diggs will make it happen.
Yeah.
Gabe Davis, he'll show up for one game, disappear for 5.
He's on the checkbook teams. Up and down, up and down.
Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Only give it to Diggs.
So you just want to get it to Diggs.
Yeah.
This is a big week for you coming back off your bye too, right?
Yeah. He had a bad game this week, so I need him to
got that out of his system.
Yeah, I need him to only feed Diggs.
Yeah, you should be okay. Okay, so the fourth lock is Justin Herbert playing Tennessee. That should be a good fantasy game too. I mean,
they look good when they're healthy.
Who that?
The Chargers.
Yeah, they do.
They look good when they're healthy.
So many injuries on defense. But from a fantasy standpoint, it just means the offense has got to keep scoring.
Yeah.
And they got to tackle Derrick Henry this week. So that's not easy, but that should be good. And then the last lock is Joe Burrow playing the Bucs. Good matchup for Joe Burrow, even though he's got one of his main healthy weapons to go. But that should be good.
They're going to cook the Bucs.
Yeah, that might get kind of lopsided, yeah. So some of your risky starts at quarterback, Jared Goff at the Jets. This is basically a playoff game for these two teams because the loser is pretty much out of the playoff hunt. How you feel about Goff, man? I think he's had a good year. You think the Lions should stick with him or should they draft a rookie to going forward?
Honestly, I think it depends on what they feel like they need more.
Okay,
because I think you can say that they need to get a new guy because Jared Goff, yes, he's playing well, but he wasn't playing well in the beginning of the season either. But then he just started doing well. But if you feel like you need more offensive weapons over a quarterback, then yeah, you can go there.
Man, I like Goff for Detroit. I think he's doing great, man. I think he's gotten progressively better throughout the season. I mean, if you're throwing passes to your star lineman, you got something going on. You cooking. And I just get good vibes from Detroit. I think they ought to leave him as a starter and try to build around him. I think he's doing pretty good.
He did have him a nice little catch, too. A nice little 10-yarder. I was like, okay, big boy. I was like, okay.
Nah, I would stick with Goff. He's risky because he's playing a tough defense in the Jets. They get after the quarterback. And it's at the Jets. So the weather could be a factor. But overall, I like Goff. I give him the thumbs up. My second risky start, Trevor Lawrence. He's playing Dallas. Big game, week 14 from Trevor Lawrence. He looked good. They played well. But he's playing Dallas, who, they had a down game against Houston, so you just never know if them dogs start hunting again in week 15. But to me, Trevor Lawrence is risky. The third risky start is Derek Carr playing New England. You see what New England's defense is about. Monday night, they put the clamps on the Cardinals. And how did the Raiders lose to the Rams? How does that happen, man? Baker Mayfield had just gotten off a plane. I'm still shaking my head on that one.
This man Baker Mayfield went 3 for 4 in the first half. It then turned into Peyton Manning in the second half.
Yeah, that last drive. I don't know how that happened. I mean, obviously it's not Carr's fault, but I think he's risky because that one could get lopsided for real. The last risky start is Tua Tagovailoa going to Buffalo. I don't know, man. Weather's gonna be serious. This is not gonna be South Florida. It's gonna be cold. It's supposed to snow, so it could be rough. So he's definitely risky, and he's losing a lot of weapons. So that game's giving me bad vibes. I don't know if I would go with Tua this week. Dudes that I would sit. Geno Smith playing the 49ers. That 49ers defense is elite. Those dudes, they get it. And it hasn't been one team that's really put numbers up on the 49ers defense. So I'm going to say the Seahawks. I'm going to say Geno Smith is a no-go for me week 15 if I was putting my playoff lineup. As far as a replacement, I might try Mike White against the Lions. I know he might be banged up. They said his ribs are okay. He should play. So that I would try him against the Lions defense. Lions, usually they've been giving up points. Yeah. So hopefully they won't lock up this week. But I would try Mike White if I had Geno Smith, try to get him.
Dang.
The second one,
both.
I don't know.
Both of these QBs in fantasy.
You might be able to call me out on this one though. So number 2 is Justin Fields playing Philly. How you feel about that one?
I mean, I gotta play him,
right?
Because the third guy up, which we're gonna talk about, is Daniel Jones. But not to get ahead. Yeah. But I have to play Justin Fields.
I put him as a sit. I can't say I feel totally comfortable with it. I just think he might get a lot of garbage points.
And that's what I'm hoping for.
Well, we should say garbage yards. The game's out of hand, and he gets, a couple of big runs, a couple of touchdowns, and they lose 48-21. But, I mean, they lose, but from a fantasy standpoint, that's a good game.
I wouldn't be complaining. He dropped 50 points. I'm happy.
It's just, I don't know. I have to think about that one a little closer because, Philly's strength is their defensive line. And the Bears, their weakness is their offensive line. So it's like...
He's going to be running all day. All day.
The third sit, Daniel Jones playing the Commanders. I don't really like that one.
Yeah, he's on the bench. Yeah. He's on the bench.
So you're going to go with Fields?
Yes.
Yeah, because Jones, the Commanders, they control the games with their defensive line.
I'm happy I didn't play... I'm happy I was on bye last week. Because I would have had to play Daniel Jones and he played terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I think when Evan Neal went out, I think it was week 7 or week 8, Evan Neal got hurt, and it's changed our whole offense. So it's just not a good matchup with the Commanders in week 15. I think a couple of substitutes. I would try Mac Jones playing the Raiders. If I had Justin Fields, I could get Mac Jones. I might try that. And this week, I might try Andy Dalton playing Atlanta.
Ooh.
Yeah, Andy Dalton's had a couple of big games. Like we said last time out, I don't know what Jameis Winston did. I don't know who he made mad. But Andy Dalton's a starter. He's got a good matchup with Atlanta. So that would be a guy I would look to as a replacement. Free agents, it's only really one. We listed 2. I'll go over both of them. Brock Purdy, for sure. He's got a lot of weapons. He's a rookie, but the amount of weapons he has in the 49ers offense and plus the defense is going to get you the ball back. So Brock Purdy is definitely a free agent to target. The second one would be Tyler Huntley, the Ravens. He got a concussion too. He left Sunday's game, but they said he's cool. He's trending to play. So I think he'll be all right. And that offense, he's not Lamar Jackson, obviously, but he gets enough rushing yards and he passes it pretty well. So might need a free agent flyer at quarterback. I would go with Huntley. Cool, man.
Sounds good.
We got the running backs?
Yep.
All right.
So for our running back locks, number 1, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Going against Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to play him. Dalvin Cook versus the Colts.
Okay.
I feel like they're gonna run the ball a little bit more.
Yeah.
Jefferson just went off. I think they're gonna chill for a little bit.
Yeah.
Let Dalvin Cook eat.
Okay.
Josh Jacobs versus the Patriots. He got the most rushing yards in the league. So
yeah,
I feel like that's gonna happen.
He's running for a contract. They didn't pick up his 5th-year option, so he's gonna be a free agent. He running like he gonna get a deal too. That's nice. That's a good one. I like it.
Yeah, number 4 we got Nick Chubb.
Right.
He had him a nice little rough patch, but I feel like you can't sit him.
Right. Nah.
You can't. So I feel like it's either him or Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's gonna be him.
You're right. You would never go into a fantasy playoff game and sit Nick Chubb. That's just not smart. I'm cool. That's good.
And then lastly is Derrick Henry.
The Amazon truck.
Yeah, I feel like you can't sit him either.
Nah, you can't. Regardless of the matchup, he's got to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so for riskies, we got Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
Been a rough year for him, but I think he just needs a couple more carries.
Yeah.
He just needs to get back to who he used to be.
Yeah, he's so explosive. You can't, like I said, it's risky for sure because of the team, but yeah, he could take you to a win.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 2, you got Alvin Kamara. Yeah, production went down, but the Saints offense, they get a lot of chances.
Yeah.
They on the field a lot.
Yeah, and plus they playing Atlanta. They might overpower Atlanta, so I like that one. That's nice. Good work.
Number 3, Isaiah Pacheco, the Chiefs. The Chiefs running back. Yeah.
Yeah.
He not looking that bad.
Nah, he run hard, man. Rookie. Yeah, he runs real hard, man. He's made plays, so yeah, okay.
Number 4, Cortisone. Cordero Patterson.
Cordero
Patterson. That's my guy.
Yeah.
Do you still got him?
Yes.
You might use him in the toilet bowl.
I mean, yeah, I'm in the toilet bracket, so I probably will run him this week. I figure with Ritter starting, they're probably going to run the ball a lot more. So he'll probably get more chances. So, yeah, he's definitely risky, though, because New Orleans don't. Yeah. Like what do you always say? Ain't going to be none of that?
Ain't going to be none of that around here.
Nah.
Ain't going to be none of that.
New Orleans? Nah, bro. It ain't going to be a whole lot going on.
And then number 5, we got Saquon. Like you're talking about, their old lineman, Evan Neal, getting down ever since then.
Yeah.
He hasn't been the same.
Right.
But hopefully they can find some way to come back up there.
Yeah, the production's off, man. But yeah, like you said, if they had Neal, it'd be cool to see what their offense would be like with Neal and Thomas as the starting tackles the whole season. Because it's tough to compete without Neal for sure. I mean, you playing, Commanders, Eagles, Dallas.
Yeah.
You need to have all your guns out there. So, now that's good. Yeah, he's risky to me.
For the sits? Oh, your boy, Najee.
Yeah. Carolina's defense ain't nothing to play with, man.
I don't know. Carolina look good. I don't know what happened.
They do.
I don't know what happened, but Carolina look good.
All right, so do they look good enough for Wilkes to keep that job? What you think?
Let's look at the rest of the season. It depends on the rest.
They got a few more games to go.
It depends on what the rest of the season look like.
I mean, as well as they have played, you got to take the interim tag off his head coaching gig. Let that dude run the team, Steve Wilkes. He caught a raw deal in Arizona. They gave him like 1 season and let him go. But he's doing this thing down in Carolina. I think he's from Charlotte too. That might work. So yeah, cool, good one. Okay. What about Harris? You got a replacement for him if you don't play him?
Yeah. My boy Brian Robinson.
Your boy, you have him, right?
Nah, I picked up
James.
Gibson. I got James Robinson, but I picked up Gibson.
Okay.
He sucks.
He'll get some carries.
But Brian Robinson, they go against the Giants.
Okay.
I feel like the Giants gonna give up some yards. They might be mad because they just get blown out. Right. We're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, that was a tough game. It was a tough game.
Number 2, we got Jeff Wilson or Raheem Mostert. Sit them both.
Yeah, whichever one plays. Yeah.
They go get, like we said, they go against Buffalo. It's going to be all cold.
I don't like that matchup. I just don't like that matchup, man.
I think anybody who has to go up to Buffalo, automatically sit them. I don't care who they are.
I totally agree. Going from South Florida to Buffalo in December to play football, man, you got to be tough to play football, man. But yeah, I'm good with those sits.
And then but back up, somebody you can pick up, J.K. Dobbins. They go against Cleveland.
Yeah, he put it on Pittsburgh. Yeah, he had a follow-up knee procedure to remove some scar tissue, and he looks totally different. So I picked him up late, too. Actually, I picked him up looking forward to next year. I wasn't really worried about playing him this year, but yeah, he had a good game, so I might put him out there this week.
You want to keep him?
I got a decision to make. I would lean towards keeping him because he's in a really explosive offense. That's a good running back to have. So we'll see. I got some decisions to make.
Number 3, DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
That's my guy. He looked good.
If he could just stay healthy, man, he's probably one of the more dynamic running backs in the league. It sucks that he gets, nicked up at times, but yeah. At the Jets, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, for somebody you could just pick up, Zonovan Knight.
Yeah, that dude, the dude for the Jets.
Actually, they go against Detroit.
Yeah, they play Detroit. That's even more juicy. I think he had like 17 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown. That's
not bad.
That's not bad at all,
Any receiving?
Man. The targets weren't a whole lot. We didn't have a whole lot of targets. Michael Carter had more catches.
Oh, okay.
But Zonovan Knight had all the runs and the red zone action. So, yeah, that was a good one.
And then they got James Robinson on the bench. This why fantasy football is stupid.
Okay. Tell us why it's stupid.
Because James Robinson's better than both of them, and he's just on the bench.
You got Robinson, right? You said that earlier. You got Robinson.
He was averaging 30 last year for me.
Yeah, he hit it good. He did you right last year. He'll be okay. He'll be all right. I mean, your receivers are clutch. So
2 of them are. One of them's hurt.
Yeah, Cup's hurt. He'll be all right, man. Come on, man. Come on.
I
man.
wanted
Keep
to
your
be
head up.
unstoppable,
Keep your
not
head
great.
up. Poke your chest out. You'll be all right. I think you got the inside track to win it this year for sure.
The last we got Latavius Murray. They go against Arizona.
Yeah.
It could be tough to keep up. Oh wow.
Just start it over.
Next up we got Latavius Murray.
Yeah.
It could be tough trying to keep up with Arizona.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a little harder if they had Kyler Murray because they would have to score a lot of points. Yeah, you're right, to keep up. But Murray is a tough start. Denver, man, you just don't know if Wilson's going to play.
I got to start him. I can't start James Robinson.
Well, let's hope he does good then. Yeah, let's hope he does
I can't start Antonio Gibson. Oh,
yeah.
Dang it, I might have to.
you
know
might
what?
Have to.
My team sucks.
Just look at it. Look at it close and see who's got the best matchup.
For somebody you could pick up, Rashad White, go against the Bengals.
Nice. Okay.
All right, and down to the free agents. Jerick McKinnon. Ooh, I ain't heard his name in a minute.
Dude, it's the second year in a row. Clyde Edwards-Helaire got hurt late in the season, and Jerick McKinnon's put up a couple really good games.
You had Clyde last year, didn't
Fantasy
you?
owners really need to take a look at McKinnon. It's the second year in a row, man. I mean, 134 yards from scrimmage, a couple touchdowns. Come on, man. 7 targets. Yeah, I mean, he could be right in that offense. So, yeah, definitely take a look at Jerick McKinnon. If you can get him, I would highly advise you to do so.
And then Chuba Hubbard.
Yes.
He looked good.
He did.
That's what I was talking about with Carolina.
Yeah.
He was just running. I was like, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
He looked like he running for a contract, too.
I like it. Yeah, because you figure J.K. Dobbins just gassed the Steelers. The Panthers probably going to do the same thing. So, yeah, your boy Chuba might be all right. Cool, man. That's good. You got anything else on the running back?
Nah, that's it.
All right, I'll take the wide receivers. The locks. Stephon Diggs playing Miami. Should be okay. Bounce back game.
It better be okay.
I'm telling you, man. Bounce back game. I'm telling you. A.J. Brown at Chicago. He's been putting it up. What is that? The Swole Batman?
Swole Batman.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's
where's Skinny Batman at? You don't got him on here?
He's coming up. Be patient. DeAndre Hopkins at Denver should be all right. Denver's got a couple guys that can cover, but their offense hangs them out to dry so much that DeAndre Hopkins should get his numbers. And their scheme gets him open, and he gets targets, so he's a lock every week. Jamar Chase at the Bucks, good money on that one. Good money on that one. And then the fifth lock is Devontae Adams playing the Patriots. He gonna get his.
Yeah.
He gonna get his. It doesn't really matter. Guys that I feel like are risky, DK Metcalf playing the 49ers, that's a tough matchup. I mean, DK Metcalf physically is just imposing in terms of guys covering him, but it's just hard because the 49ers defense runs so well. Everybody can play, so that's going to be a risky start. Jalen Waddle playing Buffalo.
Ain't going to be a lot of throwing.
Ain't going to be a whole lot of that.
Ain't none of that.
Nah, ain't going to be none of that. That's going to be tough in Buffalo for Waddle. My third risky start would be Amon-Ra St. Brown playing the Jets. Got to deal with Sauce. You know, so it could be tough. It could be none of that.
It could be.
Sauce is that dude, man. Sauce can play.
He ain't go against A.J. Brown. But we're not getting into that either.
Maybe they'll meet up in the play. Well, it would have to be in the Super Bowl. It might be a little premature for the Jets. But, yeah, I mean, yeah. St. Brown is tough, man, because that's a tough matchup against the Jets defense. And then the last one would be Drake London at the Saints. Yeah, that could be a tough one. So, as far as risky starts, if I had to think about whether to start Drake London at the Saints, I don't think I would. I think I would try to look elsewhere on that one. Guys that I would sit, DJ Moore versus Steelers. He's day-to-day with the knee, and I don't know. He didn't have a big week 14, so I would kind of skip him. If I had to find a replacement, I might go with Equanimous St. Brown playing Philly. Like we talked about, it might be garbage time yards to go around in that game, so he could benefit from that. Curtis Samuel playing the Giants, Commanders wide receiver. He's fallen off a lot. Yeah, his production was pretty good the first half of the year, but it's fallen off. So
you want to know why?
Why?
Carson Wentz was playing.
Okay.
He threw to somebody who was right in front of him. If you're like this, I'm throwing it to you. If you're out here in my peripherals, you're not getting the ball.
Not getting the ball.
You're not getting it.
Yeah, it just seemed like with Samuel, like I said, I think the last time we recorded, when Jahan Dotson is active or in the game, it just negates him for some odd reason. I think as they develop as a team, maybe next year will be better, but it don't
Curtis
look great
Samuel
this year.
did get a lot of rushing yards too.
They would run him a little bit.
They ran him a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like they don't do those his run plays anymore. So that took down from his production.
Well, it seemed like Robinson and Gibson had kind of got that lock. So it's not a lot of carries to go around. But But I would sit him. I would go to Elijah Moore playing the Lions. For some reason, I feel like that Lions and Jets game is going to be high scoring. And I think you can tell as we go through the different positions, we kind of highlighting that game as a good fantasy game. My third sit would be Deontay Johnson playing Carolina. He's coming off a decent game, so I don't really know if it's going to carry on with Carolina. But Carolina, they don't score a lot of points, and they don't give up a lot of points.
Yeah.
So Johnson might not give you the production you need to get a playoff win. I would try Brandon Ayuk playing Seattle. I mean, with Debo out, maybe some targets will get forced his way. And it seemed like Purdy liked getting them the ball. So we'll see. Maybe that'll carry over to week 15. And the last guy I would sit would be Christian Kirk playing Dallas. I don't like it. I just think it's too tough a matchup.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, so if I had to find a replacement to go elsewhere from Kirk, I would try Jacoby Myers playing the Raiders. I think you want to get at least one guy in that game. It'd be a good idea. So those would be my sits. As far as free agents go, I'll give you a name. Tutu Atwell, Rams wide receiver.
Who that?
I mean, his second-year pro. He got drafted in the second round last year. But last week, on week 14, he had, 5 targets for 50 yards. Explosive dude. He kind of reminds me of Deshaun Jackson. Yeah.
He might be my new. He might be my new favorite player.
Yeah, he led him in targets. I think he had 9. I may have said 5 early. Fast. Lightning fast.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you, it don't really matter which inner city you grew up in, anywhere in the world. If your nickname is Tutu, you're nice. you are nice.
Yeah, good point.
That's follow up second. Man would be second. So if your nickname is Tutu, you're a good athlete. So he would be a good free agent to look at. The Giants have a guy, Isaiah Hodgins.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
They said his name a couple of times, too, when I was watching that game.
That's a good free agent boost, man, to try to boost your playoff squad. He's had TDs in 3 consecutive weeks. So evidently Jones is looking for him. So I might use him as a free agent. And then my third free agent from the wide receivers is Donovan Peoples-Jones of the Browns. He had a big game last week, 114 yards, 12 targets. And Amari Cooper got nicked up.
Yeah.
So he could see even more production. So that would be my third one, Donovan Peoples-Jones. You got the tight ends?
Yep.
Cool.
All right. So for the locks, we got Travis Kelce go against Houston.
Yeah, without a
Travis
doubt.
Kelce go against anybody. Just throw him out there.
Yeah, every week.
Dalton Schultz against Jacksonville.
You have Schultz, right?
I sure do.
He's looking up already.
He better only get the ball. Don't throw to CeeDee. CeeDee Lamb
Nobody
sucks.
else. All about Schultz.
And I get that point per reception. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool in our league. Yeah. Okay.
And then Mark Andrews rushed the Browns.
Right.
That QB situation's messed up, but it's still Mark Andrews.
Yeah. You got to give him his props. He's been having a good year. Ain't no need to sit him at this point. He should be okay. I would feel comfortable going with him, especially with everything else that's left. So, yeah, okay.
I'm going to throw in another fourth.
Go ahead.
Tight end.
Who?
Dallas Goedert's coming back this week.
Is he?
Yep.
Are you sure he's going to be active? Because this is crucial now. Because you're giving advice out to people on the world web.
You know what? Cut that part out. Don't worry about them.
But okay, so man, I see what you're saying.
They gave him the 20-day window,
right?
So hopefully,
that'd be nice.
They said there was a good chance he comes back this week.
That's a big.
So
boost.
We'll throw him down in the riskies.
Done. You got it. Good catch, young fella. I like it.
All right. So for the first risky. We already said Dallas Goedert.
Okay.
So for the second one, we got George Kittle.
Okay.
Going against Seattle.
Nice.
You think Brock Purdy gonna give him the ball?
It just depends on how they go with the game plan, man. Because they may just decide to run it a lot.
Yeah.
And,
he didn't throw that much last game.
Nah.
He did not throw that much.
Nah, he didn't. And I don't think Kittle only had like 4 targets week 14. It seems like McCaffrey's going to be the player of choice when it comes to targets and runs.
He had like 15 carries last game.
They're getting their money's worth with McCaffrey for sure.
Oh, my.
For sure. Well, that's a good one, though. I like it. It's definitely risky because you just don't know how much he's going to get. Okay.
Number 2, we got David Njoku.
Yeah.
Against the Ravens.
Okay.
I don't know. He is coming off 59 yards and a touchdown.
Right.
But I don't know. The Ravens' defense is tough.
Yeah, the Ravens defense is like the Lions offense. Some week they like really great, and then some weeks they give up more than what you would think.
Yeah.
Okay, but that makes sense though. So that kind of makes Njoku risky. Okay.
My boy Fred. My boy Pat Fryer Pants.
Yeah.
Fryermuth. That's my guy.
He's off to a good start. He's just in year 2 of his career, man.
Yeah, they're going against Panthers.
Yeah.
I think I said this on one of the other podcast episodes, but I liked when we went to that Steelers game. Ooh. Every time we called a path.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's all
that
you
was
heard.
Nice.
They love Fryer Pants down there.
No doubt. You get that kind of love in year 2. Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's real cool. Yeah.
Number 4, Ever Ingram. They're going against Dallas.
This guy. Dude, he blew
162 yards and 2 touchdowns?
He blew up week 14. He really did. Can he carry it over, though? 15 targets. 15 targets, bro. Come on, man. Can he do it again? That's the thing. And Dallas is a tough matchup. Tough matchup.
I'll do it. I'll keep feeding them.
Yeah, it's definitely risky for sure.
I'll keep feeding them.
Okay. I got no argument against that one.
Then number 5, Dawson Knox against Miami.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Decent game. Yeah, he had a decent game last week.
Yeah.
But it's going to be all cold, snowing, so they probably won't pass it as much.
Yeah, we'll see.
But they better pass it. I got Diggs.
Right, yeah. You gotta hope for a lot of passes. But
what? I hope Miami start blowing them out.
Oh, then they have to pass. That's gonna be a tough game, man. That's gonna be a tough game. That's gonna be a tough one.
So for we got some receivers to sit. Might get sticky. Go against Buffalo.
Yeah, they forgot about him.
Yeah, he tough stretch. Yeah. He's not getting any targets. So
yeah.
They need to get him back in there.
Dude, I would just like to see him score a touchdown so he can do the gritty one more time. I gotta see it. I just want to see it one more time.
He was hitting that thing.
He was. All right.
Number 2, Cole Kmet against the Eagles. Don't play him.
Yeah,
don't play him.
I don't like that. I definitely don't like that.
They might get up by 50 and stop playing.
You got a replacement for Kmet?
Yes. Tyler Conklin.
Okay, from the Jets.
Yeah.
That might be good. Again, he's in that high-scoring game with Detroit. I mean, can't go wrong.
All right, number 3, we got Noah Fant against the 49ers.
Right.
Hunter Henry at the Raiders. That's somebody else you could pick up.
He had a big catch Monday night. Okay.
And then number 4, we got Foster Moreau. He go against New England.
Right. That's going to be tough. Yeah.
And then somebody else you can just pick up is Greg Dulcich.
Okay, with the Cardinals. He's playing the Cardinals, I mean.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, so you got the tight ends. I'm down to the kickers. The locks. It's always Justin Tucker playing Cleveland. They're going to get points. He's going to get kicks, so he's definitely a lock. Jake Elliott. It's about the first or second week he's been in our lock category. He's definitely a lock. He's playing Chicago, so he's going to get a lot of opportunities. The third kicker.
Butt kicker.
Harrison Butker. The Chiefs. He can't go wrong with the Chiefs kicker. They're going to score points. Brett Maher with Dallas. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
They're playing the Jaguars. It's at Jacksonville, but he's got a strong leg. He should be able to get a lot of opportunities in that game, so that should be good. And then Evan McPherson kicking against the Bucks should be nice. That's a good matchup for the Bengals scoring-wise, so he should be okay. Dudes that are risky week 15, K. York, the Browns kicker, playing the Ravens. That game could go either way. You just don't know. And this is a real test for Deshaun Watson. I mean, he played a couple good games. Now he's playing a pretty good defense in his division, so we'll see. Joey Sly, the Commanders kicker, the Giants, that could be a low-scoring game because both teams sometimes struggle with points a little bit, so it might not be a lot of opportunities for Joey Sly, so I would make him risky. The third risky start, Riley Patterson, the Jaguars kicker. Again, that Cowboys defense, they could shut the Jaguars down. That could be a tough day, so we'll see. So he's risky to me.
I don't know. It depends on which Cowboys show up because they almost lost the test.
NFL is a crazy place, man. NFL is a crazy place. Just when you think a team is just going to just kill another team, it doesn't go that way.
See, I'm over here jinxing the Eagles. Talk about how the Eagles going to blow the Bears out. And the Bears come over here, drop 50.
That's why I always tell you, man, I don't bet on sports. I definitely don't bet on NFL games because you just, you
don't know.
Sometimes
I'd rather bet on NFL games than NBA games. Dude, you bet on an NBA game, it doesn't matter. They could get blown out.
NBA games are a little easier to place bets on. And I know we're getting off topic, but I'll tell you anyway. You just look to see if they're playing a back-to-back. Usually if an NBA team is playing a back-to-back or back-to-back-to-back, bet against them.
Or at least bet the first game of the back-to-back.
Right. All right, so let's see. The last risky start, Tyler Bass, the Bills kicker. I mean, they had a juicy matchup against Miami, but the weather could be a factor. We've seen games in Buffalo, man. You kick the ball straight and it just goes to the left just because the wind takes it. So he could be risky. So I would watch that one. Kickers I would sit. The Rams kicker, Matt Gay. I don't like it. Yeah, if I had to get a replacement for the Rams kicker, I would get Matt Prater. He's kicking at Denver, so he should be okay. Arizona's kicker. The Seahawks kicker, Jason Myers. Don't like him. I think his matchup is bad. I would go with Cameron Dicker, Tennessee's kicker. That sounded kind of crazy. Dicker the kicker. And then the third kicker, I would sit Young Hui Koo, the Falcons kicker. I would go with Nick Folk at the Raiders. That's probably going to give you a little bit more money in your lineup. So that's it for the kickers, bro.
All right. So down to the defenses.
Defense.
So first up, we got the 49ers.
Yes.
Fred Warner, he good.
Man, I was trying to figure out who the guy is I liked on that defense. It's Fred Warner. I figured out. I watched him. He's nice. Nice.
Yeah. Number 2, we got Bills. Tremaine Edmonds, he good too.
Another linebacker. Nice. Super nice.
Dallas. Number 3, Leighton Vander Esch. Another linebacker.
He makes them good too. They got a couple stars, but I like Leighton Vander Esch too.
And then number 4, the Saints.
Yeah.
Mario Davis. He's nice too.
I'm telling you, man, everybody should be able to just play an NFL game and be a linebacker one time.
Do we have 4 really good linebackers right here?
Oh my God, I like these dudes. I put them on the list because I mean, a lot of times with the defenses, we don't really give them as much love as we probably should because they're a big component of the game. But yeah, the 4 names that you mentioned, man, fun to watch. The dude, DeMario Davis, ain't no joke, man. He go from sideline to sideline quick. But anyway, who's your risky starts for your defenses?
Seattle. That's one. They go against the 49ers. Good luck. They go against the 49ers.
Yeah, they dealing with a rookie quarterback, so you it is risky. I got you. I'm with you.
Number 2, the Ravens. They're gonna give up yards to Chubb and Watson.
Yeah. That game could get high scoring too, for sure.
Number 3, we got the Giants. Commanders could control that game with the run game.
Good point.
Number 4, we got the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Detroit games go either way.
Yeah.
I don't know which Detroit team going to show up. We'll find out.
Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to. I don't know if we'll get that game in our area, but I would like to watch that game because, like I said, it's probably the early game at 1:00. But basically, it's a playoff game. Let's see, you got it. Yeah, it's 1:00.
We don't get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because we already know. Yeah.
We get that Dallas game. Nobody want to see that.
We may have to go to a sports bar or something and see if we can get the Jets, Detroit at the Jets. All right, cool.
Then we got number 5. We got the Chargers game. A ton of injuries.
Yeah.
So
Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is
good luck. Yeah, tackling that guy.
Nah, it's nothing fun
about that. That's a train.
Nothing fun about that. You gotta be tough if you go play football. That's for sure.
You ever see the Polar Express?
Yeah, that's what that is. Tackle that. Tackle that.
For defense to sit.
The Raiders have to be number 1 on this list. There's no way they're not number 1 on this list.
Oh, Raiders, number 1.
Yes. No way, man.
Dude,
Come on, man.
Bro, when you lose to Baker Mayfield, lose somebody named Baker. No.
Nah, man. I'm still tripping off that game. Still tripping off of that.
No, you let this man go down the field and how many? 50? 58?
Yeah, it was less than a minute. Put it that way.
You let some bro. No.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have any weapons.
He didn't even know the guys he was throwing the ball to. Anyway.
Who did he throw to 2 times in a row? Who was that?
Skoranek.
I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah. I think it's Ben Skoranek. I think that's his name. Yeah, but that's crazy. Anyway, I interrupted you. My bad.
No, you're good. Number 2, we got the Colts.
Okay.
You got to deal with Justin Jefferson all game and Dalvin Cook.
Ain't nothing fun about that. No. Yep.
Number 3. Oh, no shock here. The Bears.
Yeah, the Eagles give you so many explosive plays, man. You got some replacements for those top 3s?
Yeah. Who do you
who do what?
No, I was gonna say, who do you want to guard on the Eagles? Yeah, you can lock down the receivers.
I mean, they got weapons everywhere.
I bet Miles Sanders gonna go in there.
The thing that impresses me the most is their running game.
Mm-hmm.
That many yards per carry is ridiculous. That controls so many NFL games that I don't know. Anyway.
All right. So now we got Oh, so for backups, people you could just pick up.
Yeah.
We got the Packers.
Yeah, they got the Rams.
Yeah, going against the Rams. We got the Bengals going against the Bucks.
Yeah, I like that too.
The Panthers against the Steelers.
Yeah, and they're probably available in a lot of leagues too. Yeah. Yep.
And then we just talked about it. Another team that said is the Bucks.
Yeah, it's not a good matchup. Yeah. Joe Burrow is playing at a whole different level.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
And then the team to pick up, you could do the Steelers. They go against the Panthers.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah. Let's talk about this.
What you
My
got?
boy Miles Sanders hit 1,000 yards. You know what? I'm hyped.
He's running for a contract, man. It's
boy
his
Miles.
contract year.
My boy Miles.
Yeah.
You know the Eagles might be. They could really talk about this. They could have 2 1,000-yard receivers and 2 1,000-yard rushers.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot. I think you and I talked earlier in the season, and I think I remember telling you, or you agreeing with me. I was like, man, the Eagles are gonna be good. They're gonna have a good year. It's turned out to be a special year, man. But I'll be honest with you, those types of years don't happen often.
Yeah.
So it's tough. But this is just their ability to avoid injury, the explosive plays. It's a special year, man. But it like I said, it doesn't happen a lot, man. A lot of NFL players will tell you. So that's cool though. They're on a ride. They're definitely on a ride. So hopefully you win our fantasy league and the Eagles will win the Super Bowl.
Oh man, I'm trying to tell y'all.
That's the double-double.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Hey, y'all gonna see a whole new me come out. Hey, I'm come up here first episode. Have my B-Dog jersey on. I'm trying to tell y'all not gonna be able to tell me nothing.
They ain't gonna tell you nothing.
I'm gonna talk trash the whole season.
Oh, okay. We'll definitely look forward to that. We'll see what happens. But we're gonna get ready to get out of here, man. Be sure to connect with me and Brendan on social media. We're on 2 platforms. We're on Facebook and we're also on Instagram. Both places we're at FantasyMattersVA. And we do some stuff on Instagram Live too, which is pretty fun. So hopefully you get a win and we'll catch up with you next time we record. See you soon. Peace.